Okay, so a few notes about the Coon Christmas Fight 2023 documentary film about narcissistic abuse in a marriage. A couple of thoughts. First off, there really is no cure for personality disorders. The cluster B disorders typically have an extremely low success rate at any kind of treatment, and it's because the individuals don't think there's anything wrong with them. Um, so I've been analyzing the first part of the documentary about a narcissistic wife abusing a husband, and I need to clarify a bunch of facts. So the following day, I had a 30-minute phone call with the famous Ryan that's mentioned over 15 times in the first part of the film, and he contradicted everything that Shayla said. He said to her. A few other facts is that I'm a 100% disabled veteran at the VA. It's called 100% total and permanent, and that's because I'm disabled. I got really screwed up going to Afghanistan, and that's the sad reality of it. But I have a full pension, so this problem that Shayla says we lost the house because I'm not working, I have a full pension. So it's just, we could have made it work if we were a little bit more modest and humble and spent our money more wisely. But it probably is because, why am I disabled? Back in 2007, I wanted to die, and so I joined the Marine Corps, went to Afghanistan, somehow survived the war, came back, struggled with alcohol, got a few DWIs in 2012, and lost my license for 10 years, got in an abusive marriage for 8 years. And, I've been watching it over and over again, and I've just been crying. It just breaks my heart. It breaks my heart that the kids have to see her acting like that. But I could I do anything good enough. Absolutely nothing I could ever do would be good enough. And, this documentary represents the moment a marriage ended. And I think that's pretty powerful. And I hope that people can learn from it if they're in an abusive situation, because I'm a smart guy. How did I end up in it? It's because I'm weak and I'm easily influenced, but I found the courage to make this film. Like, I used to film her abusing me, and I couldn't even bear to watch the footage. Not this time. I consciously filmed it, and I've extremely thoroughly analyzed it. So it's my hope that this is an educational tool to help other people in their relationship. So she's been the abusive one. And just to illustrate that point, in the 9 minutes of footage of her pretty much doing all the talking, screaming at me, degrading me, and putting me down, she mentioned hurt or hurting over 40 times on Christmas Day. This is what she was talking about. She mentioned rape or raping or being raped over 5 times. She mentioned Ryan 15 times, divorce 4 times. And that's just to give you a little taste of the tone of my Christmas morning. But I think this illustrates quite nicely how frustrating it can be for family members and mental health clinicians and law enforcement officers and others to deal with individuals who have personality disorders. Their lack of insight can be so profound that there's no common language about what normal behavior is, and acting normal is completely foreign to them. They don't have the experience of being normal. And I don't blame her for being traumatized and lashing out the only way she knows, but that's just because I'm understanding and empathetic. And she told me to videotape her, and boy did she perform for the camera. My God. and she completely blows everything out of proportion. She has to win every argument, and she will take it to any level to win the argument, such as bringing up her sons, or older adult sons now, were apparently raped by a family member when they were children 20 years before I came into the picture, and yet she relates me to that, just to be extreme. She's the abusive one. And the effects of the narcissistic abuse is it affects concentration and everyday tasks, and I wonder why I'm so disabled, and I really think this is why. And at the end of the 9 minutes, I think she confesses the real reason she was so resentful and angry at me, and that's she's not in love with me anymore. She has a desire to be passionate with somebody new, and yeah, that's the bridge I can't cross. That's the boundary I can't let slide. That's where I draw the line. She wants to be with other men. The marriage is over.